Welcome to the entryway. What else did you want me to say?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Oh. No, when you do that, it makes it hard.
Oh, sorry.
Don't look at me expectantly with the camera.
And action.
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. My socks, they're horrible because I was wearing boots. They're not horrible, they're just gray, and I don't like gray, and they don't match my outfit. But I was wearing boots, but I'm not wearing shoes in the house. Anyways, we are still trying to settle in. So there are some messes, it's not decorated, it's not pretty yet. That's why we're doing this video now, to get the before we start doing the fun stuff and the transformations. So this is the entryway, obviously. We came in through this door. The door has been moved. It used to be in the living room here, but it just felt too much like a pass-through. So Ryan's dad actually moved it. So this was just done in the last 20 years. The floors are original to the house, the 20s version of the house. They're fir, so they're kind of a softwood. Ryan's mom refinished this area, or I guess she paid someone, but when they were living here. And this floor actually continues all through most of the first floor into the living room and the kitchen. I think it's beautiful. I would love to refinish all of it, but that's kind of a project. And there's asbestos under the floor, the linoleum in the kitchen, so that would have to be hired out. So we'll see what happens with that. The fireplace, I think, has gone through multiple changes as well. I'm not exactly sure. I heard that there was originally just like a regular hearth style fireplace here. Then they put in the wood stove, and Ryan's grandpa put the surrounding fireplace and mantle and stuff in. Your mom actually told me the other day that he got these rocks from a nearby mountain that I'm not gonna name to the public. So yeah, I thought that was
really
cool. Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. That's so cool. Also, I love your little plant up there. I just saw that in the video. She just added that like yesterday. That's awesome.
Someone brought it by and needed a home.
It's cute. I like it. That's a good place for it.
There's this fun little, it's not a cubby. It's kind of a cubby.
A secret passageway?
This hatch. I don't know, this door that used to lead outside, and so it was a way to bring firewood in. I don't know if you'd store firewood in there and then just like you load it up from the outside and then you can come inside and open it up and pull out the firewood whenever you need it. It's boarded up right now, but I kind of want to open it up and use it, but we'll see. Lots of desires and hopes and dreams for this house, but we only have so much money and so much time, and it's an old house. So speaking of which, if you want to support our project and this historic home, you can join our Patreon. It's just a very small monthly subscription. You get access to like special live streams and Q&A. We'll go on there and talk with our followers on Patreon, and you can just talk to us and see more about our project ideas and what's going on the farm. And it's a good way to contribute if you want to see this home change and grow and come back to life. Go check it out if you want to help us in our project, because we are poor.
So now you need dance. Do a spin?
I can do a spin. Welcome to the living room. You just walk through this first of two archways. From what I know, this was originally a wall because old houses would have like a door into each room rather than having an open concept like a lot of newer houses have. And so there's an arch here and an arch here because this was a bedroom and this was, I think, probably the living space. Maybe this was originally the entryway because the door was here and then they moved it. So I don't know. Anyways, this was probably a wall back a while ago. I think these arches were probably put in the 70s. This is all just my guess based on my knowledge of older homes that I learned from YouTube. So eventually we'll get an expert in here to tell us more details of the actual history and how it's actually changed over time. If you want to see a video like that, comment down below and we'll bring in some family that know what they're talking about and who have seen the changes. So yeah, this is just our living room. There used to be doors here on this wall that lead into the solarium, which is part of the addition. That was boarded up to turn it into an apartment. It does create a really nice living space because before that, it just was a walk-through area. You know, you'd walk through the entryway into the solarium or into this other living space. And so having this designated living space is a big difference. If you look at these beautiful windows, Ryan, if you want to get the windows and the door in the entryway.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the craftsman style trim from when the house was first built. It isn't the original trim. Ryan's mom put it in when they moved the door, and I really appreciate her desire to keep the original charm and the original features of the home. I love that you have this original style trim through the front here. I can just imagine the wood floors throughout, refinished and beautiful with this trim. Oh, it'd be so pretty.
I see something pretty.
Right here next to the living area is more living area, but it feels separate because of the archway here. We've kind of just used it as a play area for our little one. I like having a play area on the main floor because that means I can get things done while he plays and all of his toys aren't upstairs. Eventually this will be cuter, but I think it makes a great little play area. This wall is completely useless.
I love it. You can tell how she feels about it because she said, this wall.
It is not load bearing. Ryan managed to wiggle it the other day. I mean, we know it's not load bearing other than the wiggling. I think it was common in the 60s, 70s to put a wall kind of decoratively, but I don't want it because, I don't know, this could be such a big, beautiful open room, and this just is weird. So you can see the light isn't even centered in this room that has been created. It's centered in the whole room. So, and the light switch is on the other side of the wall. So you can't just come into the living room and turn on the light. You have to go around the wall, turn it on, and then come back in. Not my favorite feature. We'll see if I get the chance to remove it. Okay, and then this way is the door into the addition, which was added in, I think, the 70s. Ryan's grandpa moved into the house and he made some additions around that time. And so this was the master bedroom because all the bedrooms are upstairs and they're kind of small. So they added a larger one in here. Oh, you're literally just following me in?
Here. Wow.
Welcome to what was the master bedroom, but is our TV room. It will eventually be a theater room. We'll get a projector for this wall, and it's gonna be super fun and cozy. I like our room being close to our kids, so we are upstairs in one of those rooms. Even though they're smaller, I prefer to have us all closer together. And this makes a great entertaining space, especially because there is nowhere to put a TV in the living room. That was a problem that every generation that had TVs had. And so we solved that problem. Ryan's grandpa had the ceiling painted with stars and galaxies, and not like the cheap little stickers that you get that glow in the dark. It's like you can't see it during the day, but it actually looks like the night sky, and it's so cool. It glows in the dark, and so when you turn off the lights, we lived in this apartment when we were first married, and when you turn off the lights at night, it's so cool. So not touching that, that is staying forever and ever.
Probably the dopest part of this whole farmhouse. It is, I cannot explain how many minuscule dots just pinprick the ceiling all over. I want to try to get my nice camera, and I'm gonna try and get a picture of it for you guys, or a video or something. We'll see how hard it's gonna be with the cameras I have, but man, I really wanna show you guys that. This room also doubles as our office. There's our wonderful, beautiful office there.
Over here, we have a bathroom.
Wait, I have to get the best part. Oh yeah.
So over here is the master bathroom, I guess, technically. We don't really use it, but eventually it'll be kind of like a guest bathroom for when we have people over and we're watching a movie together and they need to use the bathroom. I painted this bathroom, fun fact. Ryan's mom
did you really?
Yeah, she gave me the paint color. She's like, here, paint the bathroom for me. I'm like, okay. There's a closet over here. And then if you look behind you, you see the door to the solarium, or what used to be the solarium. I find it really odd to have sliding glass door in the middle of a house between two rooms, but it'll make sense when you know the purpose of this room. So this is currently a kitchen. It's a kitchen for the apartment, which is kind of like a studio. You know, you got the kitchen and then that was the living and bedroom space. So that's why they added the kitchen. But originally, this room had windows all the way up the walls and on the ceiling, kind of like a greenhouse. It was like a sunroom, a place to grow plants, I guess, and enjoy the sun. I wish it was still here. That would be super cool. But Ryan was telling me that it's kind of fragile and it was really drafty. They broke a couple of the glass panes. So I know this was Ryan's mom's office for a little bit. So they just needed more space. They had 6 kids. That's when they put the wall in, the windows. Yeah, we have some fun ideas for this room, but we're gonna wait on those to deal with the main part of the house.
You actually just reminded me, you said this used to be my mom's office. I think that was one of the contributing factors for getting rid of the big windows. I remember my dad said as we got older, the windows, like you couldn't put anything on this wall. And as we got older and going through school with technology and everything, we needed a place for computers and learning. And so I think I remember there was a big desk here. And so like me and my brother and one of my sisters, or I don't know, the kids could study here. And then like you said, I remember my mom's desk was in this corner. And this is the room that had the doors on the outside of this wall. Our red couch is right on the other side of this door. And so to come and do homework, you would just go downstairs to the kitchen, entryway, towards the living room, and here into the workroom.
Also, this door produces the most beautiful rainbows when the sun is just right. We would have a table. I think our table was around here, and when we lived in this apartment, and I remember like sitting at the table and having rainbows on the table. I took a lot of pictures at that table. We're gonna go back through here, and then through here. Now we're back at the annoying wall, and on the other side of it is the main bathroom. This is the only original bathroom to the house, and so it is the main bathroom. It's the only one besides the master that has a shower and a tub. It needs quite a bit of work, so don't judge too harshly.
It's just me, sorry, that was scary.
Anyways, here's the bathroom. There's a massive vanity with some mold in it, and a brand new vanity over here that has not been installed. We might do that, though we are concerned that if we rip out this vanity, that there won't be this linoleum underneath it, and we'll have to replace all the flooring, which we don't have the money to do. So we gotta figure out if this linoleum continues under the vanity or not. There's also a cast iron clawfoot tub outside that was once used by someone as a planter box.
Can anyone guess who that someone was?
I regret it deeply. I don't know if it's original to the house or not. They may have just bought it to feed the cows in or water the cows in. Yeah. But my dream would be to refinish this bathroom and to put the tub in here. I think it would be gorgeous. Another
thing about these bathrooms, they don't have ventilation. This vent on the right is a heater.
And a fan.
And this fan broke down. And so the rooms get so humid. And so when she mentioned that there's mold and stuff in here, it like seeps in the wood, and it's just, humidity gets trapped in this room really easily. Especially because we already live in a really humid climate. Yeah. So if we do a full bathroom renovation, I mean, it's probably a later down the road kind of thing, but we would put in vent fans in the bathrooms. They need it. Yeah. One thing I really do like about this bathroom is the storage space. These drawers over here, I think there's 3. Oh, is there only 2? Okay, no, 3, there is 3, that's what I thought. Yeah, there's 3 drawers, you have the cabinets underneath, and on the other side over here, I have to scoot past the door, you have these cabinets hanging there, and 2 more cabinets down there. I actually have always loved how big this bathroom is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm excited to get working on it, even though it's gonna be quite the project. Quite the project. I think it could be a really, really beautiful bathroom. Oh, I forgot to mention, see this trim right here? Notice how it doesn't match the trim that we saw over the doors and the windows in the front room? Yeah, this is the 90s trim. This is the trim that was added later on. And we also have, in here, the 70s trim. So, each generation has left their trim behind. I would like to go through and replace all the trim with the Craftsman style wider trim,
because I think that'd be really beautiful.
I was gonna say if they all left their trim behind, give us trim ideas. We gotta add ours somewhere and we'll leave all the others behind.
Okay, I did want to address that. It's an old home. There are some historic features in it, depending on what you call historic. But like there are features from the 70s, from the 90s, from the 20s, and we want to preserve the history and the memories, but we won't be able to preserve them all. Some things just aren't super functional, or you know, each generation that has come through has left their mark on the home. It's meant to be a functioning home for the family as it grows and changes. And so I want to keep as much of the history and the memories as we can, but don't get mad at me if we don't keep every single detail. Yeah. So now we can move on. Next to the bathroom, we have the kitchen. You can see the other door that leads to the entryway over here. So the living space is all one big circle. I guess it's kind of a square, probably not a circle, but. So there's not much that I know about the kitchen. There are these really pretty built-ins over here that I think they're probably original because of the really pretty hinges that are on it. And I know that built-ins were really common in the 20s. So my guess is they're original, but I really don't know. And then the cabinetry was built, I think, by Ryan's grandpa. I don't know if it was when he was a kid and living in the house and he built it with his dad, or if he built it when he lived in it. I just realized something. Okay, they're screwed in. I thought these had like little nails in it. I was like, how are we gonna remove the handles? I really love the dark wood of the cabinets, but if you look in the main part of the kitchen here, it feels really small and really dark, and it's really not small or dark. It's just the dark cabinets that do that. So I'm for sure leaving these lower ones in the wood because I love the wood, but I might paint the upper ones to help brighten it up a little. There's also this space under the stairs that I love. I always thought, I'm like, oh, that's a pantry. Makes sense. Pantry in the kitchen, big storage space. It's not a pantry. It's just a closet. It's a big space. It goes back really far. It's kind of creepy.
It's funny you mentioned it's creepy. That's where we kept our Christmas decorations, far under the stairs. And I was actually really scared to go get them every year as a kid. I was scared to like crawl and go get them.
Well, we are gonna make it much more beautiful and much more useful. You can see the original style door and the doorknob. I don't know if these are original. They're at least the style of the original, and the trim as well. So honestly, these doors and doorknobs like this right here, the trim, the door, the doorknob, my favorite part of the house. Ryan's favorite part is the ceiling in the master bedroom. This is my favorite part. I think this is so beautiful and classy, and I just love it. It's got so much character. In the kitchen here, we have some beautiful windows that look outside. Over here, I'll show you the backsplash, which once upon a time was 70s brown floral tile. You can still see it in some spot. You wanna come see if you can get a shot of this? So you can see part of it. We might have a better video somewhere else, but that's okay. But it's been painted over a couple times. I noticed there's some green paint and then white paint. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about that yet. I really love the pattern of the tile. I don't know that we're gonna like the dark color of it, but I kind of want to remove the paint just to see what it's like underneath. So stay tuned for our kitchen renovation. That'll be an interesting one for sure.
One thing we love about this kitchen, there are cabinets up top.
Oh my gosh, these cabinets are so cool. Let me show you.
They're amazing. Like seriously, all the apartments we've lived in, they have cabinets and then blank space. It's just, it's awkward to set things on it because there's walls that go, oh my goodness.
Those aren't my jars.
Oh, I thought they were. I was about to say, look at all her glass.
No, they're not mine. These cabinets, I think, are often forgotten. So there are some things that aren't ours in these upper cabinets. You know who you are. You left some stuff behind.
I also love how you grabbed our toddler's step stool to
It's already here.
Looks like it fits you.
Hey. Compared to our apartments we've lived in, this kitchen has so much storage space. We feel very blessed to be here. Should we go to the laundry room?
Yeah.
I really love the laundry room. but it probably needs the most work of anywhere in the house. The door is super cool. I wonder, maybe this is the original doorknob. This is like metal and stuff. You'll have to get a shot of it when we go through. But I have to be quiet because baby's asleep upstairs.
And that door is really loud.
Yeah. The laundry room is an addition, and I don't know that it's been updated at all since it was added in, I think, the 70s. The windows in there are single pane. The floor is linoleum that's been kind of beat up over the years because it was more of a utility room, utilitarian purpose. But it's really big and it's really pretty. It's got big windows. And so I think it could make a really cool laundry and mudroom. But we'll have to see if we have the funds for that. But if you want to see a laundry room makeover, go follow our Patreon. It's actually pretty quiet. You can get it on the inside.
Let's not lock ourselves in.
Oh yeah, please don't.
There's that metal knob.
Jeez. Okay, come on in. Welcome to the laundry room. Just kidding. This is just a hallway that leads to this exterior door. And then this goes into the laundry room. You'll notice that it's got wood paneling on the walls. I plan to keep it. We'll probably paint it just to make it feel more uniform with the rest of the house. And I know people hate it when you paint wood, but it's our house and I want to make it pretty. So you'll notice the skylight up there. Very nice. Probably needs to be cleaned. We've not spent much time in here because it's really cold. It's really cold. I haven't decided what I want to use this space for yet. Might be nice with some pegs on the wall to hang things like, no, those are ugly pegs. Those are jacket pegs. I mean like pegs to hang cute baskets and aprons on. You said that you guys used this as a mudroom once, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is where we kept all our shoes.
You'd hang your jackets and stuff up here?
That is an add-on, but we'd come in here from outside, and then we had a shelf here that went all the way down, over, up, and it just had a rows, and we'd put all our shoes there. It's funny that I mention it because that's the one.
Oh, really? That's
yeah,
funny.
That was the one.
Okay, here is the laundry room. It's so big, and it actually feels nice and warm with the sun coming through. Look at how big it is. Why are our washer and dryer pulled away like that?
I was working on them.
Oh.
You might see a video about it in the future.
So, I mean, you really, for a laundry room, you really only need this much space for laundry. So that leaves like that whole other part behind you to be kind of mudroom stuff.
And when we do a property tour, we'll show you where all these doors go out of. I mean, you can already get a glance. But yeah, you'll get a frame of reference and an idea of how the layout of everything is once we're outside and taking care of the property tour.
I love that there's a door here because I can just imagine the farm life, homestead life, doing your laundry, pulling it out of the washing machine on a summer day, taking it right off this door to a clothesline and just hanging it outside. I love that so much. When we lived in an apartment, I had a drying rack out on our front porch and I just tried our laundry on our front porch. Kind of tacky, but it worked. This is the cabinet that Ryan's family calls a pantry. This feels very far away for me to be a pantry. This could be like food storage or like cleaning supplies or something, I don't know. You'll notice this beautiful, you probably can't tell in this lighting, but this is like a teal turquoise color.
Oh, it's really hard to tell on camera.
Yeah. I've noticed similar shades throughout the house. Some of them I think Ryan's grandma put in and others Ryan's mom put in. And so I kind of want to pull like paint samples from some of the colors that we find underneath the current stuff. I'll show you some other places where I've found colors, but I kind of want to pull them into our design to kind of, what's the word? I guess like in memory of the previous inhabitants. I think it'd be cool to have like, you know, this is Ryan's mom's color, this is Ryan's grandma's color, this is, I don't know, you know, stuff like that.
The last thing here is this is just another storage door. Because it's so far away, we often used it to hold a lot of our camping gear and everything, things we didn't use very often. And so we're not really sure what to put in there. I think it'd be good for like linens and stuff, but you already have so much storage here. I
mean, camping stuff, that's a good place to go.
I was just gonna say, I just mentioned why my dad put camping stuff there. Maybe we should put camping stuff there.
But I imagine over here, like a bench with cubbies underneath it for shoes, and maybe hooks. I don't know exactly what yet, but Like there is so much space here to make a really nice mudroom.
Yeah, I remember growing up, because we had cows and we would process our own cows and stuff, we had a really big deep freezer here. It was always full of just excess meat that we'd go through throughout the year and we'd cycle through. But at this point, we don't have any cattle anymore. The farm's not a production farm at the moment, and so we don't have a need for another freezer right now.
That's a really good point though. I didn't think about that, because eventually we're gonna start growing our own food and raising our own food, whether that's meat or vegetables. Well, we're gonna need more freezer space. So I have to think about where to put a deep freezer. Maybe I have to sacrifice some of my mudroom space. Okay, now I'll show you to the stairs.
Me. Oh. La, la, la.
It's pee!
P5 and action.
Oh, you recording?
I was the whole time.
Oh, for the vocal exercises?
Yep, for the vocal exercises, we're all warmed up.
You're a jerk. These are the stairs, one of my other favorite features of the house, and you'll see why. Come here.
If you hear breathing in the background, it's because Goob's with us now. He just woke up.
The stairs kind of spiral upwards, and if you look up, you can see this really cool, like diamond-shaped window. You'll see it better once we get to the top of the stairs. And we've got some of that 70s paneling again. We're not really sure what's under the carpet, if it's the same wood as what's in the entryway or if it's something else. This carpet is really old though. So up the stairs, this is one of those places where you can see some of the original colors that were used, because there was carpet covering here. Here's this blue that the original wood floors you can see sticking out here were painted this blue color. And then here, the original wood paneling that made up the wall underneath this wood paneling is blue and green. So maybe we'll pull some of those colors, I don't know. The flooring that is up here in most of the rooms right now is fake. It's not real wood. It was put in just a couple years ago in all the rooms except for this one. So I guess let's go in there first.
I'm gonna quickly turn around, and there's the window.
Beautiful in all its glory. Actually, let's go in the bathroom first because it's right here. I think this bathroom is so cool. I know that's really weird because it's just a dinky little bathroom, but it just feels so quaint. Got a beautiful view of the yard. I think this room would be so fun to make over. I'm thinking like beadboard halfway up the wall and then wallpaper on the upper half. But I think it'd be really cool to keep this wallpaper and just, you know, make it look more intentional and not quite so dated. This pink sink I think is really cool, as odd as that sounds. Like maybe we can, I wouldn't keep the vanity, but keep the sink itself. I don't know. I just think it'd be a really fun little, like small spaces like this are perfect for really fun makeovers and decorations. Like, I don't know, when else do you get to have crazy wallpaper on the wall? I guess you could in any room, but.
And this is the toilet that we're probably gonna redo first. I think all the others have been replaced at some point, but this one is definitely the oldest.
It's scary.
That was not material from humans though. That was...
I know, it's scuffing.
Yes, it's scuffing.
Anyways, now we can go into this room.
Yep. You see that?
Do you want to help show the house? So there are 3 bedrooms up here. There's 2 that are rectangular and 1 that is square. This is one of the rectangular ones, and it's kind of an odd shape for beds. It's a little too narrow. You'll see in our room, but it's kind of narrow to put a bed this way. And so we put it here because this is gonna be a guest room. But we didn't want it like this for our room because then we can't both get out of our side of the bed or have a nightstand. What I love about these 2 back rooms is the view of the yard. It's the same view you saw in the bathroom, but I think it's so beautiful and it gets really nice light.
I especially love the view. This is probably my favorite view in the whole house.
This is my favorite view in the whole world.
The little bean with the window.
Thumbnail right there. A lot of the other rooms up here have big walk-in closets. This one does not. It has an open closet. Previous residents added this shelving and stuff, which is really nice, but I really don't love open closets because it makes a room feel cluttered because you can see all your stuff that you're storing. Maybe I'll put a curtain up, I don't know. I think this will be a guest room. No, wait, I don't know. I'm struggling to decide who's going in what room, so we'll see whose room this ends up being. Now let's go across the hall to the other bedroom. Watch out, buddy.
Do you want more cheese? There's your cheese.
So this is currently our bedroom. It's a bit of a disaster and still trying to find places for everything. We just got our closet in working order, and so we're still trying to put all the clothes away. This is the other way we can have a queen bed in here is against the wall like this. Watch out, bud. But you can see there's like very little room to squeeze by it in this corner. And it's just kind of in the middle of the room, so I don't know. This is probably how it's gonna stay, just because it's the only option besides putting it in the nook here. But we both like having nightstands and getting out of bed in the morning. So, but I really love these rooms, especially the windows. Again, we have the craftsman style windows, and it's just really pretty. It gets really beautiful light up here, and there's trees out the window, and so it all comes in, and I don't know, I just love it. It's very cozy. It's got shorter ceilings because it's an older upstairs area. So the ceilings are a little shorter, so it just feels cozy, and I just really like that. And it's got a really nice big closet. I've never had a closet this big. And it's got a really cool old window.
This, I think, is one of the original glass panes. It's really hard to see on camera, but you can start to see it warp. So I'm trying to go up and down so you can see the glass kind of warping. Oh, there you go. If I go a little faster. It's a really cool scientific phenomenon because glass is kind of a liquid, but...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, anyway, we're not gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, this closet is huge. I can step in it, and it's like I'm reaching out. If I'm up against the clothes, it's a full arm's length away from the door.
I forgot about the other thing. Come over here. There's a little cubby, a nook, behind the bed. It feels really lame to cover it up, but this is really the only place we could put our bed. But there's a little space back here for, I don't know, storage or to play in. Maybe we should make this the baby's room and our room that one. I don't know, we'll have to see how the rooms end up. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, growing up, that's exactly what that was. That was a play area with lots of bins of Legos, Lincoln Logs, Connects, things like that. And it had these two cute little, like, it was either two doors or one door that folded in the middle, kind of like an accordion door. And the joke I said about locking people in closets on our last video might or might not have been because of that.
That's unfortunate. Maybe we'll leave the doors off. Down here at the end of the hall, we have a shelving area. I feel like this needs a door or something. I don't know. We'll figure out what to do with this, but it's really nice storage. This is the last room, currently the baby's room. Oof. It's more of a square shape. It's a smaller room. It has a really big closet like the other one. This one's even bigger though, and you can see where they boarded up the old window in this one. Yeah, so in accordance to layout, if you're getting confused, this is directly above the entryway. Yes, we are currently above the entryway. This is above that living room, and outside this window down is the theater room with that solarium. Yeah, it's a pretty big closet. It's really good for storage, but we kind of need to find a new place for all that. Yeah, like I said, we're still trying to get settled and figure out who's gonna be in what room, how we're gonna organize things. So things will probably be moving around you'll notice in future videos, things look different than they do now. We'd love any suggestions, especially if you have experiences with old houses and renovating them. Don't mind the lights. We'd also love thoughts on what project we should do first. You've heard a lot of our thoughts and seen kind of what needs to be done. So let us know what project you'd like to see from us in some of the following videos. Thanks for joining. I think she had the best cameraman in the world. And I hope you enjoyed the tour. Please, yeah, like she said, let us know. Hit us up. Deuces!